Hi there. Today's video, I'm going to go through a series of movements or dynamic stretches that you can perform before doing any type of workout that won't necessarily cause any fatigue, but will just help wake up or activate the muscle and help increase that range of motion before performing whatever training it is that you are doing, and make that training more effective and more efficient by allowing the body to move more efficiently. I have gone through a number of different movements that you can do before a workout, and what I thought I would do was compile them into one video to make it more concise. So, side note, if you are doing any type of strength training, you should first probably do between 5 and 10 minutes of a nice slow warm up, whether it's on a treadmill or a cross trainer or a stationary bicycle, to get the blood flowing to all the muscles. Then perform the dynamic exercises that I'll show you, and then go into your training. If you are doing swimming or cycling or running, generally, unless you're racing, you will not be performing a warm-up, because the beginning of your workout, the beginning of your run or the beginning of your cycle or the beginning of your swim is a warm-up in itself. So these are just activations that you can do before to help you move more efficiently. So this first movement is a great one, and it kind of gets most of the body moving. I will show you the first two movements quite slowly and then speed it. I have done this before in one of my yoga classes, and now we're going to use it as a standalone. So, standing up nice and tall and balanced, I'm going to step back with this left leg and come into a nice low lunge and get this right forearm onto the ground if you can. So, coming down and then opening up this right side of the body. So you're twisting towards this right leg. So we're getting this nice stretch here, and we're getting a nice twist through the spine, and we're opening up the chest and the shoulders, extending that right arm up towards the ceiling, and then closing that chest off, straightening out this right leg. Feel that stretch along here, stepping this left foot back to meet the right, and standing upright, and then stepping back with that right leg into a nice low lunge, left forearm onto the ground, opening up that left side of the chest towards that left leg, extending that left arm up towards the ceiling, bringing that hand down, straightening that left leg, stepping that right foot back to meet the left, and standing up. Again, standing up, think about unfolding, so using your glutes to come upright rather than rolling up through the spine. So we can do that up to about 5 times on each side, should be fine. So we do another 4 times. I will speed it up a little bit more now. So left leg back, right arm down, right arm up to the ceiling, straighten the right leg, left foot back to meet the left, right straight, right leg back, left arm towards the ground, left hand towards the ceiling, straighten that left leg, right foot forward, standing up, left foot back, right arm down, extending right arm up towards the ceiling, straightening that right leg, left foot back, upright. Left arm down, left arm up, straighten that left leg, foot back. Right arm down, right arm up, straightening that right leg, left foot back to meet the right, standing up, left arm down, up to the ceiling, straighten that left leg, right leg back, standing up. Left leg back, right arm down, up to the ceiling, straighten that right leg, left foot back to meet the right, standing up, and I've completely lost count now. So I don't know how many I've done on each side. Do one more. Left foot back, right arm up towards the ceiling, straighten that right leg, left foot back, upright. And coming back to standing. So this is a type of dynamic squat, again for the shoulders, great for the hips and really nice also to activate those glutes. I did do an entire video on glute activations for runners. I'm having a problem linking cards, so I will actually link that video in the description box below if you're interested. But this is another really good way opening up those hips, especially for cyclists. So when you come down into a low squat like this, as I have mentioned before, the angle that your feet are turned out or in is very much dependent on the way that your femur tracks in the socket. So some people can have the feet quite parallel and come down very easily into a nice low squat. I can't. I have this sort of impingement. So for me, I need to open the legs slightly. So do what works for your body. As you come up to standing, really push the knees out and engage those glutes to come upright. So come down, place the hands on the ground, bend the knees, sit back into your squat, raise the left arm, then the right arm, come up to standing. Hands to the ground, bend the knees, straighten the back, left arm, right arm, to standing. Don't forget to breathe. One last time. Nice. Your next activation, which everyone could do, but particularly if you're swimming and cycling, just working to get those shoulders back, is your ITYW, which I will just go through quickly. I have done this before and I will link that video. So this is your I, arms straight at the sides and bringing the shoulder blades almost to try and touch each other, just sort of 6 times. And then your T, palms facing up, thumbs pointing towards the back. Again, trying to get those shoulder blades almost to touch each other. And then your Y, arms up, roll those shoulders back and down. Concentrate on getting the shoulder blades to move towards each other and not hunching those shoulders up towards the ears. So the shoulders are nice back and down. And then from this position, do our W. So keep those shoulders down, shoulder blades flat, bringing those elbows into the sides. This next one kind of depends on your height. You need to find a surface that is about the height of your hips. So when you bring your leg up, it's about the height of the top of your thigh. So if you are slightly taller, I find a kitchen counter works better because it is higher. Otherwise, a table might work for you. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can always build up that surface as well by placing a cushion on top of it. So I'm just using this TV stand just to demo. Placing your lower leg on the counter, trying to get a 90-degree bend in that knee. And then work that hip forwards. You want those hips to be square. and you can really feel it down here. If that's working for you, no problem. You can intensify the stretch by leaning into it. Hold here 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. Come back out, take a few breaths, and then come forward 20 to 30 seconds. And then change sides. Again, try to get that 90-degree bend in the knee and start working those hips so that they are square with whatever surface you're using. If you are using a kitchen counter, just make sure you clean it afterwards. 20 to 30 seconds again. If you're comfortable right there and you want to make the stretch a little bit more intense, fold the torso over. If not, and that's enough, you stay there. Then relax and come back into that stretch again. 20 or 30 seconds. And bring that leg. The last thing that I like to do before I run, also just loosening up through the hips, is just some leg swings. So just find a point of stability and make sure you're not going to kick anything. And just swing the leg forwards and backwards. Just as many times as you like. And then facing forward onto your support, you're going to swing the leg out sideways. Turning, repeating on the other side. To the front. And let it just swing freely. And there you go. I find this really loosens up through the joints and makes my running much easier. I think it will also help a lot as a cyclist, as a swimmer, for anything. We carry so much tightness in our hips, so let's just get rid of some of that before we move and move more efficiently and more effectively.